Hello there and welcome to yet another edition of the Lagos Transportation Agenda. It's a new day in Nigeria. We hope that going forward, this country will be piloted in a way that will ensure the welfare and security of our people in the short, medium, and long terms. So congratulations on the inauguration of a new government in Nigeria, and indeed, we pray for a new dawn. My name is Austin Inyang, and this is a show which highlights current events, explores topical issues of the day, as well as also explores current and emerging trends in the dynamic world of transportation. Since its formation in 1958, the Nigerian Society of Engineers has advocated and protected the interests of members of the engineering profession at national and subnational levels, as well as promoting ethics and high standards of performance among its members. Today on the show, we are going to take a look at the Lagos State branch of the Nigerian Society of Engineers and its role in birthing the greater Lagos of our dreams as far as infrastructure is concerned. And to discuss this and other issues on the show today, I have with me the Lagos State branch chairman of the Nigerian Society of Engineers, in the person of Engineer Adekunle Bello MNSE. Welcome to the show today.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good to see you.
Thank you very much for having me on your show.
All right, sir. Engineer Bello and I will be discussing the greater Lagos and the role of engineers in the state and beyond in the actualization of a sound infrastructural profile for the state and for the nation in general after this time out as Lagos Transportation Agenda returns. Please stay with us.
Great economies are built on good transportation network. This is why Lagos State Government through LAMATA has been working tirelessly to enhance the state's transport infrastructure and implement the Strategic Transport Master Plan (STMP) for Lagos and create a world-class transport network for the metropolis. The STMP would deliver 6 rail lines, 1 monorail, 14 BRT routes, 26 water transport routes, 3 cable car routes, and several road intervention to promote the integration of the transport modes. When all these projects are completed, there will be lower emission, leading to better health for all, lower road crashes, better quality of life, and faster economic growth. With the BRT already running in some corridors, jetties being upgraded, and rail line from Okokomaiko to CMS coming on board soon, life of Lagosians in the face of Lagos is changing every day. A healthier and more prosperous Lagos is in the making, and LAMATA is driving it. LAMATA, keeping Lagos moving.
Welcome back. As I said in my intro, Engineer Adekunle Bello is my guest today. He is the chairman of the Lagos State branch of the Nigerian Society of Engineers. So basically, what is the role of the Nigerian Society of Engineers? In particular, what benefits do its members derive from their membership?
Thank you very much. First and foremost, I want to say congratulations to His Excellency Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu for the new transitions for a second time in office.
Yes.
More so, I would like to congratulate Nigerians for the successful transitions to another new government in person of His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. We wish him a successful tenure.
Amen.
That will give us more grace and benefits to all members of this country.
Amen.
Thank you. Well, from your questions, Nigerian Society of Engineers are just a body of engineers. Majorly, they take care of their professional well-being.
Exactly.
And also, members derive some benefits from there. Because as the Nigerian Society of Engineers, as was stated earlier by you, was formed in 1958. That is pre-independence era. The major ethics of the profession is to make sure that there is this professional development, continuous professional development that will enhance the members' credibility international-wise. And when you look at what is happening to we engineers in this country, there's need for us to up our game.
Yes.
Because the world over, things are changing fastly beyond our imagination.
It's true.
Now the artificial intelligence is coming up, taking over a lot of things. How do we key into it so that we don't go out of business?
Exactly.
So the society is working assiduously to make sure that members have this training that will make us be competitive across the world. And I think under the able leadership of Engineer Tassel Gidade, is really trying to improve on what his predecessors have done.
Yes.
And I think we have more benefit that is being derived by members. But the major thing is how do the society takes the Nigerian engineers? Do we really believe in our own engineers?
We're going to. I'm going to take you up on that, as well as you mentioned the technology and how you're leveraging on it and so on. And the last time we spoke, sir, it was on the test ride, the Lagos the Blue Line rail system, and we were discussing on what that means for infrastructure in Lagos. As an engineer, sir, from a professional standpoint, I know you said one or two things then, and I just want you to expand on how you engineers see the infrastructural development that is going on now and what it portends for engineering profession in the future.
Thank you very much. I think the face of Lagos has continuously changed since 2001. When this blueprint from Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu was stated out to the public.
Yes.
And I think over the years, successful government in Lagos State have been really imbibing that culture.
Yes.
They removed based on the exigency of that period.
Yes.
Now, coming back to your questions, the Blue Line Rail, it's a welcome idea. It is something we all cherished when we went on the ride together.
Yes.
But as an engineer, I think it's an engineering feat in this country. And Lagos State being the pilot of most of these innovations, we don't expect anything less from them.
True.
And our members in the service also, they are really putting in their best with those at the private level, in conjunction with the private engineers, to come up with innovative ideas. The multimodal transportation system is the in thing for Lagos State. If you have to get out of this traffic logjam, the populace should be made to keep their cars at home. There are a lot of cars on the road. And in as much as we have a lot of cars on the road, there will always be traffic.
Yes. Yes.
But if you have a good transportation system that comprises of the road, the rail, and the sea, then why do I need to take my car out? Exactly. And I think Lagos State government has been trying. It was about 4 years ago we went to this LASWA, Lagos State Water Management Authority. We were told a lot of innovations. And from our feelers, from some of our members who have to make use of the sea day in, day out, I think is an improvement on the transportation system. From Ikorodu down to Falomo, then Aja area, you find out that those that are making use of it has increased over time. You drive, you keep your vehicle there, you go to work. When you come back, you take your vehicle back home. The stress on our health is being reduced. The traffic situation on the road will be curtailed. Now imagine when the Blue Line Rail comes into fusions. Look at the number of the populace flying from that axis down to the island every blessed day. From what the MD Lamata told us at a point in time they have on a daily basis about 60,000 people that will be plying that road.
Yes.
Now, if the blue rail line comes up fully now, I mean, if it takes care of 30,000 minimum at a go, you know what I will take?
The number.
Then we are hoping that the government also will go into my two houses.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, in 1979-80, we have a boat plying from Marina to that houses. We have Baba Kekere boat, we have about 2 of them.
Yes.
I know Baba Kekere. So anytime you want to move from there to my 2, we'll take the boat to my 2. It's really, if the safety aspect of it is well taken care of, well, engineering is about safety.
Exactly.
Engineering is about life. We give life to the dead.
Okay, that takes me to my next one. You talked about, in your opening, you talked about the way the society perceives the engineering profession.
Yes.
Okay, how do you perceive the engineering ecosystem in Nigeria? What are the challenges to being an engineer in Nigeria, and how are you confronting those challenges as a group?
Thank you very much. The way I perceive engineering as a profession is something I love to do because it gives life.
Yes.
There's no aspect. These lighting processes are done by engineers.
Exactly.
The seats we are on are done by engineers. This building are done by engineers. It's a creative profession that gives life to everything.
Yes.
But you see, when you come down to Nigeria, do we really respect ourselves? Do ordinary Nigerians respect the engineers? The answer is no. I have close to 30 years experience out there, and I've seen the worst of situations when we Nigerians look down in Nigerian engineers. Even when you work with these white men who are not engineers, they are well respected than we Nigerians. It is only by sheer gut, your experience and your tenacity that you gain that experience. It is only when we respect ourselves that we can always give our best. But number 2, we have a lot of incursions into the professions by non-engineers. The engineering profession is the only profession that has been bastardized. You have lawyers having an engineering company, you have a medical doctor having an engineering company, you have politicians having an engineering company, you have a teacher. Once you have the link, having registered an engineering company. But you see, by and large, the Council for Regulation of Engineering in Nigeria and NSE are working hand in hand to make sure that all these things are correct. They are corrected. And once it is corrected, well, it takes time.
It does.
It takes time. It is we engineers that will do it.
Exactly.
And now we've started that journey about 15 years ago, but it's a continuous fight, which we have to do. Because it is only Nigerian engineers that know the Nigerian terrain.
Exactly.
And it is only that knowledge that we can adopt. Mistakes we make is we believe once you have a different color from this Nigerian color, you are better off. You are not. It is the belief in each other that matters. That is when you improve. I do tell the young ones, if you don't believe in yourself, there's nothing you can do, and nobody will believe in you.
It's true. It's true.
I believe in myself. I fought for my right, and I think I've earned my right as much as I could, and I'll continue to fight to earn a right for the Nigerian engineers, because Nigerian engineers are wonderful people. They are very knowledgeable. If you go throughout the world, go to America today, you see Nigerians performing. It is because there is an enabling environment, and the system believes in them.
Exactly.
But does our system believe in us?
So when you talk about the system, sir, there is the public sector, government, and then there's the private sector. So I know that as a body, you have a lot of connections and dialogue and all kind of engagement with government. What about the private sector? That's attitude you just described now. Is it the same in the private sector?
It is the same. Because when you look at the public or private, it's the people that forms either the public or the private.
Sure.
But it is an attitudinal thing. Even our parents, some of our parents will tell you, what did you know?
True, it's true.
Until when there's a problem and you prefer a solution that works, then they start believing in you.
Wonderful. It's true.
I've got situations where we work for some institutions. Don't let me mention names. Because we were working with companies that are owned by the whites,
yes,
or they are foreign. Let me put it correct, as a foreign company.
Subsidiaries.
A foreign company here in Nigeria will work with them. So when you tell another black man an honest solutions to the problem, they tend to look at okay. Until when I say Mr. So. Before I've got an incident happened. I was working on a drainage system around Sura, that is Adekunle stormwater drainage system. That was 1996. We have challenges. The market women, they came in their numbers because the water is affecting their sales.
Yes.
They met me and I told them, these are what we're going to do. Some of them went back.
Yes.
Some said until they see the white man. I said, okay, no problem. Once the project manager came, they met with him. After laying their complaint, he said, please go and meet him. Now, they find it difficult to come back to me.
Exactly.
These are Nigerians.
Exactly.
These are Nigerians.
So self-belief is very important.
Self-belief, either private or public. But I thank God the Lagos State government is believing more in their staffs. And they also have this synergy with the private sector.
Yeah.
So, you see, it opens up a lot of opportunities.
Right.
Then we can really cooperate together
to make progress.
And that is why you find Lagos State making progress.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, the Oshodi terminal was constructed by Nigerians, Planet Projects.
Wow.
Now, there's this company now that handled Ekpe to Boka Ekpe First Phase Road. They're the one that did the Ekpe Ijebu-Ode Road now. It's a Nigerian company.
Okay, you hold the thought there. We're about to go on break now. We'll continue with this trend after this time out.
Thank you.
If you're just joining, it's the Lagos Transportation Agenda, and my guest on the show has been the engineer Adekunle Bello, chairman of the Lagos branch of the Nigerian Society of Engineers. You talked about leveraging on technology. A lot of the technologies that we are seeing now, which is really defining the way we work, even the way we live, even the way we communicate, etc., is very disruptive. You know, it goes against what we are used to. You talked about laziness and all that. How do you leverage on technology? And I'm asking you now as an engineer, how do you leverage on technology that is, number one, is disruptive, and also make sure that it does not encourage that laziness you are talking about? So it brings out the creativity in an engineer, his ability to think critically and so on. How are you doing that?
The program we're about to hold for the young engineer is just one way of doing it. Because you see, this software, it's just a garbage in, garbage out. Just input data, it will do everything for you. So it doesn't allow you to think. Now what we're trying to sell out is, please, when you do this with the software, go the manual way.
Exactly.
Because 2016, I was on a project in Osun State. Then, when the consultant designed the project, it was okay. He showed, because we had an argument as engineers, he showed me all the parameters. I said, it's okay. But from my experience, the size of this column will not withstand for that height.
Exactly.
He said, no, we have to follow. He has to write an instruction. I said, please go ahead. But I would rather not do it. Wait. Unfortunately, for the consultant, on another site that was given to another contractor, for that height of 6.5 meters, for that size of column that he designed with the software, failed.
Oh.
But I did mine at our own cost. I increased, because I did manual.
A lot of calculations there.
Cross-checking calculations, we'll call it.
Okay.
To find out that, from experience, the effect of wind, this software did not take cognizance of the effect of wind for that height.
Exactly.
So I included that. It withstood the wind pressure.
So my final question is a double-barrel question. Number one, you've talked about the challenges to the profession as it is currently practiced in Nigeria, but I'm sure that as a core profession, because in those days you must be a lawyer, a doctor, or an engineer, in that order or whatever order, but those three. So it's one of the elite professions. So that means a lot of opportunities as well that can attract a young person to come into the profession. What are those opportunities? That's number one. Number two, where do you see the engineering profession with the challenges, with the opportunities that are bound in the profession in Nigeria in the next 5-10 years?
Thank you very much. I will start from the second question.
Okay.
They had gone, Akwa Ibom State Governor gave an engineer an opportunity, and those engineers perform remarkably well. That the president, Engineer Gilado Udio, was invited during the commissioning of that project. It is the belief that brings the creativity out in you. If the government, local government, state, and federal believe so much in their people, we have a lot to give. Like I said earlier, if you go out there, Nigerians in our profession are performing very well throughout the world. We are well rated. Why do the UK government try to entice our men down to their side? Why is it that we're given opportunity in America? It is because they know we are very creative.
Exactly.
Now, you say the joy of being an engineer is very enormous. Because when you go out there and you construct this small building, and when you look at yourself, you felt some kind of joy in you.
Yes. It's good. It's beyond money.
It's not money.
Exactly.
When I started with 750 naira. It is not about money.
Exactly.
That is what we're telling the young ones. See, for anybody who is creative, mathematically intelligent, engineering is the best for you. Because
at this rate, sir, you turn me into an engineer myself. So thank you so much for your time. It's been an education, basically. It just goes to show that you know your stuff, and this is the kind of expertise that we want in the engineering sector and in all other sectors of our nation's economy. So thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much.
And we thank you for watching and being with us on the show. We hope you join us in yet another edition of the Lagos Transportation Agenda when we come your way again. Until then, this is Austin Iyan, your host, saying take care. Happy a transition. We hope for the best in Nigeria, and take care of yourself. Bye-bye.